Mm. Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today I am playing StarMade. And you might notice I am not in a world, and you are a very keen observer. I am in the menu because I want to look at some mods today. Alright, so with the brand newest update, which I can't remember the version is, so it's the brand newest one at the time of this recording, it added this mods button, and it brings up this mods thing. And StarLoader version 0.5.100 StarLoader components, false virtual, is already here and you can't get rid of it. You can't disable it, you can't enable it, it's just StarLoader. It's the mod loader. Alright, so how do you get mods? Well, I found the easiest way is to click browse and hey look, mods. I think it just rips these straight from the dock. I think. I'm not exactly sure. But there's all types of cool stuff in here, like better fleets, capital mining. I think that one is brand new. Contracts, that's one we want to look at one point. Here's some new decorative blocks. But today, because I know this one doesn't crash the game, we're going to do Factory Automation. I haven't played with it, but I did install it. But I uninstalled it so I can show you how to install it. Click download. Yes. Successfully downloaded the mod Factory Automation Enhancement. Okay. So we looked at installed, then you come here. We would like to enable ye ol' Factory Automation Installation Enhancement. Then we are going to go to local play. I have my mod test world. And it's going to do its whole rigmarole. Okay, and I'll be back once we load in. Oh, right, and we are in. And we are in a brand new world. And I can show you the world. See, it's right there. Brand new, you might be saying, where are all the AI factions? I have them turned off. Why? Because I wasn't using them. And they were taking up resources. And if you just let them run, they'll actually destroy your game. Anyway, we are in a brand new world. Anything of note is, or something of note, other than the NPC factions are turned off. The only other thing I have really custom is the sector size. I think it's 10 clicks. Anyway, so let us... no, we're not going to need a ship. We're going to need a factory if we're going to... if we're going to play with this new factory mod. Now, this always happens. Every time I go to build a factory, StarMade updates. So I should have done this years ago, or months ago. Build a factory just for StarMade to update. And change the way factories are done. I'm not going to change the new factory fundamentally, but anyway, let's see, where else do we need? We're going to need the basic factory assistant and the advanced factory assistant. Those are the two new blocks added by the mod. I imagine we're going to need some cargo. We're going to need factories, I would think. Factory, and power. Where's power? See, so we're gonna make some power. Power go, whee! All right, and let's see here. Because our power is rather unstable. Oh, I do have pirates deactivated. That is another thing. So the game's not allowed to spawn anything. While I'm thinking about things I should be remembered. I'm gonna think about that. Alright. So that way pirates don't just magically up and appear and murder me for no good reason. Alright. And let's throw up just a quick cargo thing. There we go. So we'll have a little something to play with. There. Alright. So the basic factory assistant. I have the page open on my other monitor. The basic factory is relatively straightforward. Slave to a factory, the master factory, then other factories are slave to the assistant. The master factory is trying to make a block, it can't. It we'll tell the other factories to help it. All right, so let's see. What's I want a standard. We're gonna get a standard factory here, and a base. Oh, can I spin it so I can look at it? Can. Oh, it's gonna. Oh, I guess that's okay. What do we want? We want to change production to armor. Well, we just want standard gray armor. For standard gray armor, we need basic gray armor and standard hardener. Metal mesh, verticine, crystal composite, and metal mesh. Alright, so let's put those things in here. We need metal mesh, crystal composite, verticine capsules. That's bastion capsule. Verticine capsules. Alright. And we want some basic, standard, and advanced. Alright. I want you to pull from you. I want all of you to pull there. You to pull from these. And we're not actually going to have you pull from anything because I want my cargoes to stay where they are. So, and you... Oh, no, I want you like that. There we go. All right, so. Activate. Oh, do I have to turn them on, I guess? Ah. I have to turn them on. That works. Notice I have... Huh. Oh, hold on. It's gonna tick. We got it. I do not have the stuff to build these. It ticks. Then it waits. And ticks again. And it waits. Okay, so... Hold up. Okay, so it waits for a pull to say, hey, we need something. So these aren't always on. It's interesting. All right, so what I've done is I've sleeved these factories to this master assistant controller, and I've sleeved this assistant controller to this standard. So C on the main factory, V on the assistant, C on the assistant, V on these sub-factories. And the sub-factories saying, hey, you don't have enough stuff. You can't make any gray standard because you don't have gray basic or standard hardener. So these factories that are assigned to me are going to be making those things. So we're going to pull you this way instead of that. I wonder if this is going to do better. So auto pull at all at, I don't care. 0 for unlimited, so it's going to pull all the things. So you're going to say, I don't have enough stuff, and hopefully these factories will kick in eventually. Come on. Ah, there we go. They kicked on for a unit, it looks like. Huh. Well, you're a bad one to be looking at because there's nothing in production. Okay, so this looks like it is just slow. Producing standard hardener. Looks like it's... The basic factory looks like it turns it on and off as need be. Alright, so we're going to try this same setup, except we're going to use an advanced factory Huzumawachi, which is a different color than its thumbnail. Huh. We're going to use a standard and a basic factory because we're going to turn you off. And we're going to obliterate the gray standard. We're going to turn those off as well. No. Deactivate. Deactivate. And we're going to throw all this stuff out into the void. Alright. I want to make armor. Gray armor. Gray standard armor. Alright. And you are like that, so we want you to pull from there, and want the factories to pull there, and we need to get all this pulling set up. So let's all put up. And then there we go. Now, it seems like this guy can also be attached to a display module. We're gonna do like that. There we go. Not connect to this structure. The advanced factory also reads contents of connected storage, calculates, oh, connected storage. Let's grab there. Okay, so so we are producing everything we need. So it's pulled all that junk in. Yeah, there we go. But it's still turned off. Huh. Raw resource shortage is none. So we're going to pull this vertical out and see what it says. So it's going to go through a couple ticks and say, hey, we're missing something here. Raw resource shortage is none. Wow, it's ticking. There we go. Vertical capsules. We need vertical capsules. I like that. So we want some vertical capsules. There we go. By curiosity, what happens if this has more demand than it does supply? Will that keep those factories on longer? Yes, okay, it's gonna keep the factories on longer. So it isn't producing one and saying, uh-oh, that's it. Now we're producing enough. Well, let's see, 5, 7. Okay, that's interesting. Let's just set you down to 2 then. Throw that junk out. Well, 2. Well, it's gonna keep because there was excess in here, wasn't there? Because it's never satiated. Once it looks like once this is satiated, it turns off the or the assistant turns off those other 2 factories. Okay, but as long as you keep it insatiable, it shouldn't do that. Right. I really like the display module there. That's beautiful. So, something like this would be, I could set these up in my own factory, probably in the custom. Now, I don't know. Actually, that would have been great to have these factories in my factory. See, when I build a factory, there's a update that changes it, and I will definitely be interested in these factory assistants. This is great. All right, so that is my very first ever StarMade mod. And that's great. And now, if you are the author of this mod, and I've done something horribly wrong or just don't understand it, drop a comment, let me know. This was just a first overlook, not a tutorial. I probably should have mentioned that at the beginning. This is not a tutorial. It's never intended to be a tutorial. It's a blind first look. Well, mostly blind first look. I mean, I read the document page before I got here. Well, the page on the store anyway. So, but I really like this one. This one has my stamp of approval. So if you're into StarMade modding, go get the, what was it called? Hold on. Exit to main menu. Get the mods, the Factory Automation Enhancement, version 0.2.004, or whatever versions was the newest one. I guess this is going to keep up to the newest. Anywho, I have been JW608. This has been StarMade, and I will dig you cats later.